Yes. 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 I think very deeply. I think very deeply.
Get on up in here. If you got your hoodie on, you got the hood on.
I think very deeply. In about 4 seconds, the teacher will begin to speak. I think very deeply. Let us begin.
Hey, welcome.
Peace.
I am your host, Rocket.
Wendell Scott.
And our other esteemed colleague, Brother Pitch, could not be with us, but he's with us in our hearts and
spirit,
and in the monolith.
There we go. You're gonna start with that. All right.
Oh yeah, hey, make sure he's up on his toes and everything. So, hey man, how was your week, man?
Long, very, very long. It's a slow week because it's Christmas.
Yeah. My week was all right. It's pretty decent, minus the cold, but that's here to stay.
Yeah,
I guess
for
for a while.
Weird, man. It's up, it's down. It's like that all over the United States, I guess.
Well, I mean, yeah, it came in with that cold snap, kind of whipped us into shape. So it's like a yo-yo. Because we got what? We got that snow. We got like 8 inches of snow.
And
well, we've been in winter since mid-October, which sucks for us. But I guess our winter. Well, no, technically
still in fall.
Yeah, I think. Well, or is the day today? They say our connection is unstable. Well, all right, then we back on. All right.
Okay.
So anyway, I guess that was a great segue of nobody really give a damn about this cold weather shit we're talking about. So yeah, man. So our week was great, and we here. We couldn't do it last week. There was some family activity that was going on, but we here today, and we salute y'all for rocking with us. And please click on the subscribe, like, and comment button, and please don't forget to share. We're still trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers
by the beginning of the year, right?
So and we still got time to reach that. So definitely thank y'all for rocking with us. So we're gonna jump into so what you're saying segment here. We got some good
some great comments.
Yeah, some good hot gossip, I guess.
Yeah, but let's hit all, so we know that you are paying attention. You know what? If you have any questions, we have not solved our call-in technicality yet. So if you have any questions, our numbers. And if you would like to say something live on the BILs Podcast, we won't say them out, but if you have our numbers, you should. You can definitely call in, and we will make sure that everyone hears your statement, and we'll answer from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Text us, and we can read the statement out, or just comment on it. But if you have some ideas of some phone technology, throw it in the comments. We appreciate any insight to bring this platform up to continue greatness.
Right.
So, with that being said, let's go here. So what you're saying segment here. So Donald Trump done messed around and got impeached. So what you saying on that, Wendell Scott?
Yeah, really, when it comes down to him getting impeached, if you broke the law, that's something's supposed to happen. So it shouldn't go further than that. I don't care anything. Usually you go to jail. That's what happens every day here.
Yeah, absolutely. I support that 100%. He should have been impeached. That's the only thing is like, why y'all wait until he go and get his dumb ass in more shit to impeach him? It's like,
right,
by just the standard alone, his immoral and how he's dealt with the country, he should have been impeached, and that's irregardless of party. I don't care. I think he's just too old to be president in the first place. So,
and we'll go back and visit that because there's definitely a subject there that deals with us and our culture. So,
okay, yeah. See,
I've got a great question for that.
Bring a new light. Don't even know I brought it. All right. So, Donald Trump's get disrespected and throws a woman out of his rally. I heard something about that, but can you expound on it?
Because that was one that Marlon got on me. Definitely threw somebody out of one of his rallies just because he got upset. Like, that's nothing new. Like, remember all the people that got beat in the face? Donald Trump said, back in the day, we would have took you outside. And, he was clowning for every rally.
Right.
So this one is nothing new. This is just what he does. And we let him.
I mean, hey, I'm going to tell you this. I don't know what she said, but she knew that she was going to get thrown out. She already known that. Now, if she was a protester, she was anti-Trump, salute to her. You know what I'm saying? For letting his dumb ass stoop to her level and just show how continued ignorant he is. But if she was a Trump fan, then so fucking what? I think it's perfect that a Trump fan get thrown out of a Trump rally for disrespecting Trump. That's like Trump eating his own self. I don't know.
But he does that on a daily.
Yeah, right. So anyway, salute to them for continuing to show how messy they are. So, Lizzo. Staples Center during a timeout with her ass out dressed.
So why are we talking about that?
I really don't want to comment on that.
Pitch, you put this on it, but this is really hard on us. So why are we talking about Izzo with her booty out?
Because she's a black person. She's a sister. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have a psychology degree, but as a dad of 5 kids, all girls, I have a psychology degree. Still learning, but this is somebody that's on top of the world right now. You know what I'm saying? She got hot songs. Everybody wants to be around her.
So let me ask you something.
Hold on. Let me. I'm gonna speed up because I know I'm a slow talker.
No, you're fine.
But this is somebody on top of the world, and she still goes and degrades herself. You know what I'm saying? She got the. Now I guess you may be looked at as a sex symbol.
Come on, man. Tell it. Stop dancing around the subject. You dancing around it. Stop dancing around it.
Well, I mean, it's low self-esteem, but I'm just trying to get into the psychology of Will. Like, yeah, I don't have a standing psychology degree, but I know something. But it's just something to that. It's like, as a man,
he's trying to pretend, y'all. He don't want to tell you what he is.
As a man, I couldn't see myself playing myself like that. When I have the money to buy out,
letting your pants sag down to your booty hanging out and you can see your drawers.
Yeah, no, I can't. Well, yeah, but that's the culture,
That's the culture. I mean, hey man, look, let's stop playing.
But I'm just saying. I'm saying if I made it to the top, if I got the money and the fame, I'm gonna be smooth laced. You know what I'm saying?
The only other person I seen do that was Prince. And nobody had a problem with that, did they?
I did.
Let me put it like this. When you go to that,
okay, fans. I mean, y'all, Hollywood.
Right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Superstars. This is me asking you questions about superstars.
Yeah,
and stars, A&B,
actors, singers,
family,
and
children.
Yeah.
And if you did it, you probably have your children at the game.
No, I couldn't afford those tickets. Bro. It would just be me by myself.
If you lived there, you could afford it.
If I lived it, no, it's still
listen, man. Listen.
Okay.
Now, Janet Jackson didn't see a stage a long time after she had that mishap. Remember that?
Yes.
The breast falling out?
Yes.
And
Salute.
Who was all in those stands?
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, she can jump her ugly self out there and do that on national TV with your baby sitting there watching the game on TV, and no one says a word. Don't do it. They went straight nuts about Janet Jackson and her mishap, right?
Yes. You're right.
It happened so quickly. Most of America didn't even see it. That's what no one. You really didn't see it until the news slowed it down and stopped it.
You're right, because you can get in the minutia of it and say, "Oh, the Super Bowl compared," and now that was what 15 years ago, and today now
you're scared that someone's going to say that you're body shaming. That's why you was dancing around earlier.
No. I'm not
scared to say
hold on
something because they tag body bullying.
I don't care the fact that she's fat. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Now, would it be more appealing to me if it was somebody that was in what I prefer?
I would prefer you sit your ass down
but I
in that
still
seat and don't get up, sticking your ass out in front while my
kids
there, my guys' kids is there.
Listen, it's a time and place. And that wasn't not the time nor the place.
No poles in there.
Right. Mm-hmm. Or my bedroom.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you know.
Okay, America.
Like that's the place where that should go down.
Right, not there.
Right, not there. Yeah.
You know, BILs Podcast.
It wasn't. You know, it's the winter time.
Out at the game.
It's the winter time.
People say it's okay.
You
no
don't
one
need
said anything bad about it. I didn't even hear Twitter really trip on her about it.
Nah, I mean because
everyone's scared to stand out.
I don't think they're scared as much as it's the norm.
No, that don't make it okay, bro.
No, I'm not saying that it makes it okay, but it's a social norm.
That's just a social norm,
dude. Just like you got cats walking around sagging with their drawers out. It's like it's a social norm.
Not a social norm, bro.
Not in mine neither, but in some it is.
That was a bogus. So what we got down on what we don't.
So yeah, we don't want. Hey, so what? St. John's property surprise employees with $10 million in bonus. 200,000 to 100.
Yeah, they gave out like 10 million altogether or something.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds nice. I know there's something behind that.
Yeah, it's definitely something behind that.
Was the company closing? Did that have something to do with taxes?
I don't know. I'm just sad. I'm just waiting on my job to do the same or better.
To hear more about that. I wish someone would make a video on.
No, I would like to hear more companies do that. I mean, because that's basically what
the tax thing was about, right?
That's basically what Andrew Yang is talking about, universal basic income.
Well, no, Donald Trump changed that taxes, saying that they would pour that money into our economy.
Well, that's the way to do it.
What they did was pour that money right back into their own faucet, and now they're not paying taxes behind it. Right?
No, they're going to pay taxes on this, but I'd rather pay taxes on that 10 million. Give me the opportunity to pay the taxes.
Yeah, man, that's a nice company. Yeah, splitting that up, and they're getting how much per person?
200,000. It's going 200,000. It's going to 100 people.
So about 180 you'll be taking home.
Yeah, they'll snatch about 40 off that joint.
Merry Christmas, man.
Woo!
I put half of that back into the company.
Man,
I'm trying to tell you. Before you know it, I'll be making those decisions.
I'll be debt free. At least for now. Cardi B gives Offset $500,000 for birthday, and the network doesn't like it.
Yeah, okay. Why are we talking about this?
Well, I mean,
so
there's a culture behind that.
So a woman gives her husband a present, and that caused us to talk about it.
Well, a celebrity gives her husband. What? Yes. I like the way you put that. Like that's good. Because you gotta give
What up, Pitch?
You gotta talk through some of the
what's up, Pitch? It's good to see you, man. We praying for the whole family.
Yes, definitely.
What's up? Tell the boys we said what's up. And Inca Queen said it up on.
Yeah, she got him.
And freaking out.
She got him. She got him locked down. Hope she's not making that guacamole with that onions in there, because I think it's about time that guacamole should be onion free. So, but that's what I got to say about that. But shout out and peace and blessing going, and we hope everything is straight with you guys. Love you.
Who's that? That's it? We going right into subjects now?
Yeah, we could roll right into subjects, because what we drinking on was a shot of moonshine. We back with the water, but
yeah, we back with the water.
But we had
to drink some moonshine. You know, they was acting crazy when they was just drinking water. Everyone noticed that, and they wanted the staff back on set.
Well, I said next time we on here, I'll be drinking moonshine.
Yeah, and everybody was like, yes.
Dealing with you two knuckleheads.
Yes.
You know, I mean, it's not easy trying to get y'all to a higher advanced stage. That's what I'm talking about. I talk about stuff that's kind of light years away.
Hey, King Queen said she's making some more with extra onion.
We're done. Hey, save me some though. Some good guacamole. Me and the missus, we probably go out and some guacamole and some margaritas.
So what we talking about this week, man?
Hey, what's on your mind? I got a couple of things, dog. Because
you want to start out?
I was talking about Dr. I would like to talk about Dr. Umar Johnson on the Breakfast Club. Regardless that you have an issue with this man for whatever reason, you know, there's some. I like what he's talking about. I like the fact that he's investing in black.
So tell the people what he's talking about, because I'm sure everyone doesn't.
So he was just talking, you know.
Who's Dr. Umar?
So Dr. Umar Johnson, he starts his own school where it's called the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, and they bought a building, and he's starting a same property too, to start this for girls too, and they named it some strong black female's name that escapes my mind at this time. But anyway, he was just talking about bringing black men and start teaching them about economics and the things that we are not strong in. So I like the things, and he was talking about the psychology behind everything, and that's where it starts. That we need to start. It was like he talked about the 4 things that's plaguing the black community: miseducation, lack of economics, and there was other couple of things. But I just think that the Breakfast Club, they do bring on people that sometimes that can stimulate your mind. And he wasn't controversial like he was as a last time.
I bet he was.
He was a little bit more polished,
he was.
And he was trying to, he's trying to attract them dollars, but he was making a lot of sense. So, that was an interview that stuck out in my head that I just thought I wanted to talk about. I don't know if you saw it or not.
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna get right to it.
All right.
That whole school situation, that fiasco, that was up for me. And the question is the school still open?
I don't know.
Are there children there? How are they doing academically? How did you fund yourself? Why was there so much mess involved in it? Why do we all have to hear it on the internet? And somebody's going to scream out, haters just be hating, right? Is that what you're going to say? Why do we have to hear about your extracurricular activities with moms, single moms? Why we have to hear all that? And we're supposed to forget all that and say, okay, bro, it's cool. That sounds like us doing the same with the houses, with the Senate is doing with Trump. I just need these questions answered. So at first I really, really backed him, but when all this information came out about the school and going back and forth and arguing with other brothers on the internet, it was not cool. And it was here when I go to the bodega.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh,
I know.
You got to do a little bit. Homer, he was going back and forth with some other.
Yeah, I know. He had issues with Roland Martin and some other. But yeah, that's the bullshit that comes. I try to find the positive in the message.
Well, what positivity do you hear? Because it's a lot of said on the inside to make it look one way for optics, but then when you actually go up to the door, you find out, hey, hold on, this is not even here. This is an oasis.
Well, I mean, that's the chance you take with anything that you're applying your time to. But what I would say to that is, I like what he talked about. He was giving the game away for free, like the knowledge that he was dropping on the Breakfast Club. That's what I think is positive. I think it's positive that he's trying to get a school off the ground, and that's 100% Black owned. I think it's nothing but positive. And yeah, there's probably going to be some information out there that people don't want him to do, and he's probably going to fuck it up because, I mean, he's going to probably have more challenges or people that's against him that's for him. Until he proves it. If he's strong and
you see, look at the numbers. That's the proof. Anything else? And while we're speaking about schools, a school got very high remarks above national average, and the kids are doing great at is at LeBron James School in Akron, Ohio. Yeah,
but then there's other schools that they have a higher successful rates too. It's like just to acknowledge that the school is succeeding, and it should be acknowledged, but
maybe we should come up with a list.
But the attachment that LeBron has to it doesn't make it that special because
make what special?
The fact that the school is exceeding.
What are you talking?
No, what I'm saying in the light of other schools,
no one gets turned away. Anyone that applies to the school can get in. Did you know that?
No, I'm not discrediting the school.
Those are hood kids, which people say academically, and now because he's involved with it, you're not surprised.
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm asking.
I'm saying that there's other schools too that are putting out Black men at a higher intelligence rate,
and we should get a list of that.
Yes, yeah, and that's what I was saying. I wasn't trying to discredit LeBron because it shout out that he's lending his. Hey, he long in the tooth. I was like, I mean, hey, Father Time got his ass.
Yeah, okay.
I don't want to talk. Hey, listen, I understand that if they were the same age, then it would probably been a
whole other problem.
That's what I'm saying.
But we're going to promise this. Next week, we're going to give you a source, a click that you can get a list of schools that are graduating Black children at a high rate academically, at least for our state.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's
that's really a great list to have.
Or we could just put it out on the webpage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We'll give a link to it.
A link to that, yeah. Because I come across where they shout out, there's Chicago has it as a school that has 100% graduation rate.
Now I went there.
Okay, shout out. See,
shout out Providence St. Mel on the west side. Shout out to Walter Payton School. Walter Payton had a dope school in Chicago.
Okay,
dope.
I heard
graduating at a high rate. Long.
Yeah, he got. They doing it. They got. They about that business.
They don't talk about it that much. I
No,
think he mentioned it maybe a couple of weeks ago.
Right. I heard about it. Well, Dr. Umar Johnson, he shot out to all those schools. He talked about Puffy and everything. But he did give the blueprint when he talked about how all of these Black millionaires and billionaires can lend their money and their names to schools in their own community, or what I'm saying, to make it
a little funding. I'm sure they get more than what the schools are expecting because those are tax write-offs. Funding and the name, and he shows up, and the people are glad to be there, and every sports wants to sponsor them, and
all the resources that we
get resources.
Yeah, but to make sure that our kids are properly educated and have the facility is up to date and with the technology, because these kids sometimes they come to school to get away. to get something to eat. You heard all the stories and everything, but yeah, that's all I got to say. I when it comes to all that personal stuff with Dr. Umar Johnson or anybody,
he made it less than personal because he had open conversations on an open to talk about.
All right.
It'd be one thing if someone was like gossiping on him, but this was him.
Okay.
So just let me know, is the school open? How are the children doing? What grades they are? Just the basic stuff.
He didn't do anything illegal because he's not locked up. So, I mean, just because he put his shit out there. I mean, you had the pastor out there eating snatch.
Which one?
The last one they caught up. You had the other pastor with the Lambo. I mean, people are human. They live messy lives. There ain't nothing wrong with. Hey, shout out to him trying to get some. It's like I'm Dr. Umar Johnson. That's why I got these degrees, girl.
Don't stop it.
Hey, I used come here, girl.
Moving on. I gotta bring this out here because it's a big conversation. And BILs Podcast. Please click like and
BILs Podcast.
Subscribe to all. Once you hit subscribe, it'll fall down. And if you have any questions, we got Pitt saying, what did he say? He's probably talking about Dr. Umar. And back and forth about the school, and he's arguing back and forth with the other cat. It's a whole history. Hey, but you should start out with the Breakfast Club interview.
Yeah, just he had a Breakfast Club interview.
He has more than one interview with the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, he just did one this week. Yeah. So that's what I was talking about, the most recent Breakfast Club interview with Dr. Umar Johnson. And he was talking about there's like the five main things that afflict the Black people in America and everything. And he was just talking about the psychology about it. And I didn't know if Wendell Scott looked at it or not, but I just thought it was very it was a good interview. And it was positive black words.
That's cool.
That's cool. That's dope. All right.
Yeah, I'll leave it at that. You gave me an opportunity to speak on it.
Yeah, man.
And that was that. Hey. We just want to make sure the babies are okay. Nobody care about your ass, bro. I'm gonna keep it. We want to make sure that the babies are fine and they are academically astute, and you're giving them everything you could give them as far as resources.
I think he will. I think somebody like that
the community will.
He's too cocky. He's like I'm gonna make you learn. No, but he speaks unapologetically. So as a fellow Bill, and this show is about being unapologetically from the Black perspective. I just said, shout out to him for talking that talk. Now we'll see. History will tell if his words matches his action matches his words. So I'm
gonna be watching. I'm going to watch. Next week I'm gonna bring this subject all back up.
Well, give it time. Give it time. We got time.
Here, let's segue into the next question. We got to get right into this government thing. Well, you got something?
No. Go ahead.
The question is, so we know that we just impeached the president.
Okay.
Under 2 articles of impeachment.
Yes.
And the question is, does that mean anything, a hill of beans, to Black people in America?
Yes.
What?
Listen, hold on. Ultimately, I'm gonna say anything that's gonna put Trump out of office is gonna be at the least good for Black folks, because I think he brings a lot of bad energy. I think he brings a lot of racism, overt racism. Which I'm not going down there, but so I think his impeachment overall, yes, it is a beneficial, like as intangible, but but like tangible wise, no, because if Joe Biden, like I said, if Joe Biden gets in the office, Black folks is still going to be treated the same fucking way. There ain't going to be no difference. How hurt comes, maybe with a smile. I don't know. So what do you got to say, brother?
Hey, man, here's the thing. for years we've been treated the same. Doesn't make a difference who the president is. Doesn't make a difference
Right.
if he's Republican or Democrat. But for the first time that I started hearing from a white person's mouth is that's becoming more prevalent.
Yes.
And we're talking about we're only 13% of the United States, but it's so broken up that if you get the black vote, you win.
Yeah.
That is a lot of power.
Well, yeah, Democrats don't want to give that up. But now black folks are awakening because now reparations, they got to come on shows like Breakfast Club and Song and Dance. They got to make some type of contrition. Now,
TT, did you hear him say reparations? TT.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's the real talk right there.
Right.
What that look like?
That's the question.
Who's going to build that out? Is it going to be Adolfs? Not by themselves. Is it going to be the government? It's going to be black people. Is it going to be our the CBC?
I think through the impeachment, the only thing that will have an effect on is what was going to happen anyway. And the president told everyone what he was going to do in the process. As far as the impeachment itself, you just can't let something keep riding, and you don't do anything about it because you think it doesn't make a difference. It's fixed. He's not going to get in trouble. So you just keep letting it ride. Like for 3 years, you just keep letting these things go.
I think that's some bullshit. So when I think it's some bullshit, I put it over in the white supremacy group. It's like that right there. It's like, oh, maybe Timmy will turn around. Maybe he'll stop doing bad shit. Give him time. And he just keeps doing it. Keep doing it.
The crazy thing is some of the people who voted for Clinton to be impeached is now voting not for this person to be impeached. The same people were there to vote.
Yeah. Yes.
And I mean, what I'm saying is wrong. And Clinton did not break a law. He broke a moral law, and he should be held responsible.
He shouldn't have been impeached.
But impeachment doesn't mean you have to break a law to be impeached.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yes. But that's the hypocrisy of it, though. You know, and I'm not pro Clinton. I'm just saying that the fact that they was so quick to impeach him for an immoral act, not an illegal act. And look at Donald Trump.
Well, he should have been impeached for that immoral act. You don't think so?
No.
Uh-oh.
No, I don't. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, he just said that Clinton should not have been impeached for the immoral act of having sex with another person in the Oval Office.
No.
And 24 hours is your work hours. You don't have an 8-hour clock.
Okay. I still don't think he should be impeached for an immoral act.
How do you figure that?
That's just how I feel.
So,
because remember, hold on, think about this.
Conversation off camera where we talked about that even in the book 48 Laws of Power, you are not supposed to shine the master,
like not outshine the master,
right? And what you told me was the position was the master.
Yes.
So if he's in this position, he's acting
the title.
Like this.
The title is the master.
So,
yes. Yeah.
Okay, so now you said it.
But
explain it to.
Okay. You down this dumb alley, but since it's Friday, no, I just said that I don't think he should be impeached because
why shouldn't he be impeached?
Because it's not an illegal act. Well, maybe it is because I think
you don't have to.
I think adultery
doesn't mean that you have done something illegal. It can be immoral too.
Well, okay, but I don't think so. So shit. I mean, hold on. First of all, you got to think that all the presidents should be impeached. They had slavery.
I can't even read that on the air.
Shout out. That's right. Because I know if I was president, I'd probably be doing way worse than what Donald Trump. But I'll be smooth in it.
See, there you go.
I'm just saying. I'm just
ninja.
Listen. I'm just trying to keep it real. Because I'm taking care of my friends and allies.
You think it's okay for him to go up there and have hormonal sex with a person that's not even your wife? If you're a get caught, you can kick out the army, right?
Okay. And know your position.
The commander in chief can do that?
Know your position.
Yeah, okay. Back to impeachment.
Dude, hey, you got Catholic priests playing with little boys. They still preaching.
What does that have to do with the presidency?
I'm just saying. Which one?
Okay.
Choose one.
I'm gonna choose impeach Clinton. Now he was wrong. He was dead wrong.
Yeah, he was wrong, but okay. Yeah, I mean, these are people. You're talking about the president of the United States that makes life and death decisions, that cut people, that fundings, all of it.
What impeachment does? What does it mean? Let me explain what impeachment means.
Please.
Impeachment is a term of bringing charges against the president of the United States or someone in a position. Like one of the federal court judges can be impeached. It's a term where
the senators,
a group can come and launch formal charges against you.
Right.
They can be criminal or non-criminal. They can deal from a moral aspect. So that's what impeachment means.
Yeah, any elected official can be impeached.
Right.
And it's just calling out on because of your bad habit.
Right, we had enough.
It doesn't mean that they're going to go to prison or anything, or they're going to get kicked out.
Right.
It's saying shame on you.
What does that have to do with black people? What I'm saying, basically, at that point, I don't think it's going to change anything until we collectively figure out that if we got together and voted the way we wanted to, we can control which way the United States goes, left or right.
Yes. I totally agree with that.
Progressive or independent, however we did.
I mean, I think impeachment was important, not strategically from the advantage point that the Senate is going to allow that to happen. They're going to shoot that shit down, But the fact that the Democrats or the Congress had the balls to go ahead and do it and say fuck it because it's still the right thing to do.
Why did they have to have nerve?
He did.
They came in saying
he did some fucked up. Dude, they should have been. You know what? They should have did that day once when they came in office.
Right.
They didn't need the. They didn't need. They already had enough. That's point blank. You know what I'm saying? Now, maybe they wanted to make the case. Maybe they wanted him to step down. They didn't go through all of that rigmarole shit. All right. Maybe that's their angle, but. Or maybe it's like, we'll give it time. We know he's gonna hang himself because he's like a kid in the candy store. It's like, I can't help it. It's just right in front of me.
Right. See, the issue I think with his impeachment and the whole situation, if he wins, is it sets up the next person who's like him to press even harder. I mean, as hard as we work to take over the House, as hard as we work to change some of the gerrymandering, even some of the red districts that they made blue. Mm-hmm. I'm an independent, but people work pretty hard for that. And I watched how, like, look at our Republican base here. They completely changed the rules, so when the Democrats came in, they had no power.
Right.
So the next time, you start thinking, okay, what happens? How we did wrong the first time, let's rewrite all the things that we wanted to do. That's the weird thing, and that's what we leave for our kids.
Well, I think the problem with that is that Democrats don't think 15, 30 years ahead. They just think 4 years. They think in election. They don't think about, how the Republicans or the Democrats back in the days have always schemed. There's history that tells you that
politicians do, right?
Right, but not all politicians. But then the politicians that do the most damage, they think the further ahead. The politician that's always trying to help, they're trying to help now. So it's like, no, I can't help. They maybe think or feel that they can help tomorrow, but they know that the greatest help is that they need it right now. So I think that kind of short-sight the whole party, because the fact that, we got Barack Obama and he is not more prominent, it's like, I think he probably severed ties with the Democrats. I think
moves to the Republican side.
Yeah.
Honestly. And they can block that, so it didn't make a difference.
Well, they fucked him over in the first 2 years. So because when the Democrat had all three,
mm-hmm.
With the supermajority, they could have pushed for a lot of things that would have made this country a lot better. But
he was worried about optics.
They were too worried about optics.
Well, actually, they were. You're right.
Yeah, they were. They didn't know how to deal with a black president. Mitch McConnell said that our goal is to make him a one-term president. That was his first shit that he said. That lets you know he says what they all were thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And the Democrats said it with their action because they ran away from Obamacare.
Mm-hmm.
When they lost both the House and the Senate.
Right.
They didn't want him around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean,
So as a consensus, basically, like impeachment doesn't really hold us. We just need to understand who the parties are.
Yeah. Impeachment doesn't. I mean, it's just changing of the guards that's going to continue to fuck over black people until we wake up and decide that we tired of it, and then we vote for our best interest, and we sell that vote. It's like for not for people of color, but for black people,
right?
And spell it out in terms and have them push that on their campaign,
right? Because we have the voter,
right? If you want our power collectively, but they'll go in this church, the church soul poll, like, hey, we voting this ticket.
Sounds monolithic to me, right? So next question, moving on. That monolithic. Every week it gets mentioned, right?
Well, shout out to you for growth. Ain't that's a beautiful thing, boy? I tell you. All right, so, hey man, this has been abundant in my ass. So 50 Cent asks Oprah. Well, basically, is 50 Cent and Oprah is beef because Oprah is looking to do a documentary on Russell Simmons and regarding his alleged Playboy lifestyle or his Playboy lifestyles in the 80s, and makes a statement that Oprah is going after black men. And then he mentioned about Gail with R. Kelly, the documentary about Michael Jackson. And so now
you're trying to tear down black entertainers, and you're definitely not trying to. Well, did she have one on Weinstein?
No.
What about the guy who supposedly killed himself in prison?
Not Epstein neither.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, is it because of the steen in the name or the lack of pigment? But last time I checked, they were male. So anyway, and then Russell Simmons goes out and he puts out on a blog to Oprah, and he talks about their past together, writing a book and everything. So they know each other pretty close. And then he talks about that he done been through 9 lie detector tests for 3 hours. Like 3 of the women that's going to be on this documentary will be have already been discredited by their family members.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of facts along. That's
So how do you feel about? Do you think Oprah is really?
I do, Doc. I do. I mean, her actions. I mean,
what do you mean by that?
I mean, come on, dude. Let's look at Oprah's history, though.
What's her history?
Her history has never really been pro-black men. From her beef with the rap artist
at Obama's
But
ceremony like a baby. What are you talking about?
But Obama, that's the presidency,
she put
dog.
Millions into that.
Yeah, but that's the presidency, dog. That's different.
Jay-Z after that.
Yeah, well, yeah. But before that, she was talking about that she hate rap.
Mm-hmm.
Just like she said that, that beef caused cancer, and then the beef community got on that ass, and she had to retract that. So she had to walk back that when she just made it a blanket statement on rap. But I mean, look, Oprah has had always a lot of success, and her magic was white women.
Okay.
And I'm not.
Don't dance.
No, I'm not. No, hold on.
You dancing, Mike.
Because she's successful.
Okay.
You know,
same energy.
Now, but what I am seeing You know, that she does her master class. There are black people in it.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. No, I know. I've watched some of it.
But I know about the show.
But I didn't feel it was right. I didn't feel that it was right for Oprah to have anything to do with that Michael Jackson documentary. I didn't. I just didn't.
Let me.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't. Okay, say that again.
I did not feel it was right that she had. I'm not saying that the documentary should not have been done, but Oprah putting herself with that documentary.
Right. The association with
the association. She interviewed it like she was front and center.
Okay, can you answer me this question? This has to be.
I'll try. I try.
Why, when it comes to Michael Jackson, no one ever wants to mention all the children who said my parents put me up to it for the money? It wasn't true.
Dumb.
No one mentions it. We keep playing him like he's a pedophile. Because no one's talking about it?
No, we already know.
That's one thing I just wanted to stick out there. But I remember the first thing Oprah did with her curl and her fake contacts. Remember that? She did the interview with Michael Jackson. Mm-hmm. And I was hot mad that she broke and was like, the world wants to know, are you gay? Right then, I was like, Oprah, that's something that somebody has.
Yeah.
You're out of order. And anybody else of that magnitude that had been white, I don't think you would have asked that question.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not.
I don't think you would have asked that question. You had Dennis Rodman on there. You never asked him if he was gay, did you?
I don't know.
No, she didn't.
But what I was, dude,
Oprah
show. Oprah was the queen. Oprah was the king of messy show.
Right. She was the Wendy Williams of our time. Yeah.
But now, like, once again, I'm not a psychologist, but if she was abused by, she was molested by what? Black man. Mm. Look at her character in The Color Purple.
That Russell Simmons. Look, this cat live a producer life. I don't see you running over to Rick.
Well, the documentary is to discredit him.
Yeah, exactly. I don't see you doing Rick Rubin. That's rhyme and crime.
I don't know about all that.
Oh yeah, they was clowning them.
Okay,
they was young.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt.
So now you want to run over and Oprah. Now, him getting away. Now you know I love him. I love Russell Simmons. I love Fat Mom. But you running over to another country that don't.
Hey man, listen here. Hey,
you ran to another country to get up out of this trouble.
You know what? And shout out to him for doing that.
Okay, I don't know
because listen,
I can't speak on that one.
Listen, hey, the hell with the optics.
Okay,
because you seen what happened to Bill Cosby, right?
Right.
All right.
Right.
Whether it don't matter whether you guilty or innocent, dude. Because as long as you're black, you have to prove you're innocent.
Weinstein he ain't going to jail, and Bill Cosby is locked up under the jail.
You know, right? Weinstein is paying his people off right now, and he still have money in it.
Yeah, he's wealthy, old money.
You know, so I mean, you know, he just. But see, when you got money, you can go wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
You can change the narrative,
right? That's why Russell
Simmons
is over to the country that don't extradite.
Hey, that's
pretty guilty.
That's a lovely land.
I love Russell, so
you know. I mean,
and he looked like he having a good time every time I see him. Like,
and we only got so much time in this crazy world.
Long story short, I really do think that they're right.
But I mean,
100% correct.
You know, I didn't want to go out and say it with the whole with the documentary with the Michael Jackson. Yeah, but it's like blatantly. But blatantly is like until I just see equality in discrediting equal wrongdoers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
and here's the other thing is, it wasn't like Russell was sneaking around saying, "I'll give you a future." Dude was very open about, "I love models. I'm going to the runway. I'm finding me a new girlfriend."
It was a party life,
right?
It was a party life.
It was with certain women, models.
It was
once you get into that level, on his level of modelship, it's not the same as You got the little intern
Right.
from 3rd and Clark.
I mean, you know,
White House.
there's a difference, and you know, we conduct type of you know, crazy behavior, but it's like shit, they know more than I do. Like parties, like when you party, the shit can get wild.
Really?
You know, and that's just the way it is. But that's versus you being a predator and you preying on kids and people that's in a in a lesser position. I'll say that. You know,
Yeah.
that
I think you need to leave
like,
Russell alone. Ain't
when-
no little
when
kids
you look
talking
at-
about she did them wrong.
yeah, when you look at Weinstein, when you look at Epstein, like the fact that their behavior is not front and center, and this is not because these are our kids that they've been attacking. This is women should be as just as outraged, if not more, about the behavior of Weinstein, because this is one man that has just did some weird shit to hundreds of women, and it's like, you know, I don't know. It's I don't want to see.
Really take a long time. Bill was over with quick, man. He's in jail.
Yeah, you know, I mean, don't even know that his shit is legal or whatever, but it's got, I don't know,
And these
you know,
people clearly have problems. Okay,
but you know, I don't want to talk about Bill or people that done these behavior like I'm defending them. I'm just seeing the optics that Oprah is just going after black men,
black entertainers.
you know, and I think it gives a larger narrative that, well, if Oprah is going after black men, then it's a wide blanketed that all black men are like that.
Well, she knows there's a market for that.
Well, yeah, it's a market for that.
The question is who's sitting back saying, let's go after this guy.
But you gotta, like, Oprah is she's a black billionaire woman.
An icon.
Right. It's like, why are you getting in the mud doing this shit? That's my question.
That's why she made the business.
But you are like, dude.
She needs some help with this. Like, who's watching the OWN channel?
Like, my thing is,
unless it's the have or the have nots, who's watching?
If you're selling ass coming up, right?
Okay.
And you done graduate, you no longer selling ass, and you can sit back on your ass and still make more money, but you done put in that work. Would you go back to selling ass just for the hell of it?
That's the point of having a skill set.
But would you?
Because you always have to fall back on that skill set.
But would you?
Look at all the young men who ran out of money and still playing in because everything is fun. And if you just keep me on,
but her money isn't funny.
And I go over here and work a year. We don't know what's going on, but I know no one's watching that channel.
Okay, all right.
Who's watching the Oprah channel?
Dang. I used to watch it, dog.
You think people are watching OWN or Lifetime?
Oh, Lifetime.
See what I'm talking about?
Lifetime, because yeah.
And tell me, OWN
everybody
want to be the next Lifetime.
Well, you got to stop doing documentaries on niggas and put them. I mean, link up with Tyler. He got the production.
Well, I'm sure they have.
That's why I was watching that too. You know, but yeah, no, that is it's like that's jacked up though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that somebody like Oprah. But do we deserve it?
No, man, we don't deserve that. Enough is enough.
Hey, dog, you know what? I caught a little James Baldwin and Nikki Giovanni debate.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and that was some very dope information and everything, and the point of her father coming home.
Go ahead.
And like engaging her mother in a negative way, like treating him, arguing and everything. Okay. And then she was like, you know, love. She was talking about if that he didn't love her and everything. And James Baldwin was trying to get her to understand that he goes out and he fights the white world to come home to sustain not only a life for his wife and him, but for her and her to grow up. And it's like that is the psychosis behind. It's like that's the psychosis behind a black man. It's like you go out there, you fight the world, and when you come home, you don't want to fight. You don't know how to stop fighting. And you pass off the negative energy or the negative experience that you get from the outside world. You pass that on, just like we have always did that. When it comes to slavery, but it was just very good. I don't know if you have a card or anything, but I thought that was.
Yeah, I definitely watched both of them, both Nikki and Mr. Baldwin. Yes, I do.
Yeah,
along with Paul Robeson and a couple other people that I find pretty academically astute.
Paul Robeson, the blonde dude.
No, Paul Robeson, the black man. He was an actor, a great athlete. He spoke over 12 languages. Spent half the time in America, half the time in other countries. Paul Robeson.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out.
History.
No,
He's the man.
Well, I'm gonna check that out.
He's the man. Great
I like new information. Get my molecules going and shit.
BILs Podcast is about that time.
Yeah, it's about the time. It is that time. Yeah. We got the that's the joint right there.
Right there,
yeah. So Wendell, what do you got to say, man, as we close out here?
We got holidays coming up.
Oh yeah.
If you celebrate them or not, if it's Christmas, if it's Kwanzaa. We want everyone to have a good time, be safe. Don't be on the roads.
Don't forget Hanukkah.
Oh, excuse me, Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Sorry, Aunt Kathy. I want to say shout out to everybody that said something during the show. Thank you. Last word.
No, man. You know what? Oh, always. Just made myself like, no, I got nothing. I always got something to say. No, definitely. Thanks for rocking with us. This is the BILs Podcast. We do appreciate all your comments and your views, your likes, and everything as we try to continue to push this unapologetic blackness and everything. And I think this is going to be a good Christmas.
A good year coming up.
Well, yeah.
Especially for the show, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, always trying to grow and develop the show to make it better. So with that being said, hey, I'm going to say salute and good night. Have a good weekend.
Peace.
And God bless. Good vibration.